When talking to people about the John Birch Society, it is a wise thing to tell them about the permanent agenda we have. This agenda sets the Society apart from all other organizations, for it is designed to counter and stop the agenda of the enemy we face. Some people look at the Communist Manifesto and the 10 planks delineated in it as the agenda for communizing a country. Many believe that this is what we need to be aware of here in the United States. However, before stating these 10 steps, Marx said, quote, "These measures will of course be different in different countries," unquote. I can only assume he was referring to the United States. The reason being that America is so very different than other countries. It is sometimes referred to as American exceptionalism. The point is, while these 10 steps will communize many countries, other steps will be needed to happen here in America before the communists can take control of it. To name one important aspect, they need to nationalize our local police departments. Americans take for granted that we are the only country that has a system of independent law enforcement under the control of local citizens through their elected representatives on their city council. This is a huge obstacle for the communists to overcome, but they are slowly making headway. If they are able to nationalize our police, they will take control out of the hands of the local citizens and place control of our police into a centralized federal police. Since the manifesto was published in 1848, many things have changed. The communists have not skipped a beat when you consider everything that has been invented or the formation of new entities. A perfect example is the United Nations. Since its founding in 1945, it has been working towards taking control over all aspects of American life and government. The communists have an agenda with an end goal of complete control. Since they have an agenda, then we must formulate a counter-agenda to combat it to preserve our liberty. Very few organizations who supposedly are fighting communism have a comprehensive agenda they try to implement, except for the John Birch Society. The Society has formulated our agenda as a long-range program to forestall the communists both internally and externally. For instance, if the communists want the United States under the control of the UN, then we need a program to get us out of the UN, which we have. If the program of the communists is to nationalize our police, then we have a program to keep our police locally independent and under the control of local citizens through their city council. If the communists want to control all property in the name of the environment, then we have a program to fight the 2030 environmental agenda. If the communists mean to educate, then control our children through the government schools, then we have a program to support alternative education. Because the internationalists are using the guise of free trade to unite the globe under the UN, then we have a program to inform the people of the dangers of merging countries under the guise of so-called free trade. Since the aim of the communists is to change our Constitution, we have a program to stop any scheme disguised ostensibly to improve our Constitution. In other words, we have an agenda to counter the agenda of the communists. It is a long-range agenda, not getting bogged down on every issue that hits the front pages of our media, but designed to thwart the long-range plans of the other side. We do not allow ourselves to be distracted from this agenda since it's very important. No single issue will win the war we are in. Since the founding of the Society, we've been able to slow down or even stop the agenda of the communists. Sometimes the efforts of the communists seem never-ending, but we've been able to throw a monkey wrench into those efforts. These efforts are often unnoticed by the average American. Through our education program, we have reached enough of the right people to stop many programs over the years. One of the most successful is the attempts to merge the United States, Canada, and Mexico into a single country. Many presidents have attempted to do this since the days of the Bush presidencies, and it is still a problem. Currently, President Biden is using the USMCA as a platform for such a merger. The point we are making here, and one which you can make with people you are trying to get interested in the John Birch Society, is that we have a comprehensive agenda unlike any other organization. We do not spend our money on great fanfare. Our members just go about educating as many people as they can. Members educate people as to the problems that beset us, who is behind them, and what we can do to preserve our great heritage. Education is our total strategy. When enough people, especially local opinion molders, understand what is really going on, things change. At the same time, we engage in educating people on the basics of Americanism, for within these lay the solution to our problems. The only thing we lack is sufficient members, and that is the reason I want you to give serious consideration to joining the John Birch Society.